Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Long Dark, where first order business we need to eat. So let's get something in us quickly. Okay, gonna need a little more than that as well. And then we'll kind of reassess where we are because I admit I'm quite a ways behind where I want to be for the recording schedule. The holidays kind of changed things up a little bit, but everything is looking to be on track here on out as long as I can get done what I want to. Okay, so last we left off, we were Pleasant Valley, and I think, basically gotten ourselves pretty outfitted. Yeah, we've got the rifle, we've got the revolver, and we've got a hatchet. There's basically only one more thing that we're kind of missing as our essential survival loadout. And to get that, I might make that our first priority, actually. Oh, what's this? Oh, I didn't even realize there are actually, like, fish on the wall. Oh, and deer skull. There are details I didn't even realize were here that I forgot to look at. But yeah, first priority is probably going to be getting this other hunting essential, basically. Like, the way I see it is, for the Long Dark, if you want to survive, there are three main tools to get. First is the hatchet for your fire and keep you warm in that. Second is a firearm for self-defense and hunting, because you're going to need food. And the third one is the hunting knife, which is what we're lacking. That lets you get resources from what you hunt and has another means of self-defense for what we're probably going to encounter today. Everything's looking pretty good for the most part, though. And I'm just going to try to get as much of our, like, hunger up as we can. I'll keep the sodas. I don't think I'll pick up any more water, so we should be good to try heading out to see what it's like today. And Pleasant Valley, I do think, like, this is a weird run for me. Like, I've never really played Stalkers at difficulty. I was always one step back. I'm trying to even think of what that was. I think Pilgrim's the easiest. Yeah, I don't know what I was... Voyager, that was it. Voyager was what the difficulty I was playing was before. So yeah, we got a wolf out there, but we want to go... The best place I can think of for finding a hunting knife is probably going to be the next field over, where there's that big red barn that's pretty noticeable. So we're probably going to try heading for that first, and in all honesty, I'd probably use the revolver more than I would use the rifle, just because we have 16 rounds, plus the 2, 4... We have 22 rounds of ammo for it. I was not expecting to get, like, this lucky and generous with our first attempt at the Stalker. I thought it was going to be a massive climb up from what I'm used to. It's not overly, aside from it being a lot colder, which, well, even then, it's not that bad. It's not quite as difficult as I thought, so I think the next step will be Interloper whenever we're done this series. I'm also not sure how long I'll have this series go on for. I'll see how it does on the channel, because, I mean, I want to get more to the survival roots of the SurvivalVis again, so we'll kind of see how things go. I don't want to be out too long, because our condition actually hasn't fully improved either, so that might be something... Maybe the difficulty brings that in, where we'll have to try to figure out a way to... Actually, I don't know if it has increased or gone down further. I don't think it's gone down any further than what it was, but I definitely don't think it's really increased either. So it might truly be something where if we want to recover our condition, we'll have to find almost like a way to heal ourselves. It might not be this passive recovery that'll happen if all your meters are up. But the barn I was talking about, you can see it way out there, so we just gotta trek through the open here. One of the nice things about being wide open is that if there were any wolves, I could see them from afar. Right now, though, doesn't look like it. It seems pretty quiet. So we'll just continue along our way. And if I can get the knife, then we are going to go pretty hardcore into hunting, because I know we've got some good resources to make use of around us. The last couple of episodes, when we were up more around the radio tower, we found a few saplings I definitely want to head back to gather. I think of what else I might want to go for. They're the saplings I want to get. I could go after a wolf or something and try to get ourselves some crafting materials like the pelt and the guts for it. I actually should check and see everything I need for that. That's one nice thing about having the Pleasant Valley Homestead as one of your bases. You have that workbench and everything right in there. And another nice thing is they actually made a way to get into the basement through the house. I think before you used to have to...
My fingers feel numb.
Yeah, it's pretty cold out. I think you used to before have to go outside and then go around to the cellar doors to get down there. Oh, actually we're in luck with something else as well here. Looks like a number of arrows. 2 proper ones, 1 broken, but we can salvage from that. Yeah, so it's getting pretty cold, so we'll see what it's like in the barn here. Oh, can't go in that way. Okay, there's the door we could probably use. Oh, and a bit of scrap metal. Okay, so we'll see what it's like in the barn and what we can kind of do from here. I'm hoping this is where we might be able to find that hunting knife. I'll take the bit of charcoal. And I wouldn't mind just getting a little fire going in here, just so that way... I mean, I do have some accelerant. We'll see if we can start a fire quick.
That should help warm things up.
Yes, let me add some fuel, just toss in a few sticks to keep that going so we can warm up while that's going. Okay, and now we can do a little bit of looking around. We've got dusting sulfur. That's actually a new item I have not really played with or seen. It's basically used for making gunpowder later, so you can actually like make your own rounds of ammo. That's a nice find. Oh, more spray paint. Another hatchet. I will take it because these are very good to find. Oh, note left behind. As a plant goes to seed in the fall, period of hibernation sets in until spring. As the weather warms, plant seeds into loose soil with plenty of sun, keep moist but not wet. If final frost is not passed, keep seedlings indoors at night. As a single shock of cold can stun if not kill young plants outright. Spread plantings out several months. Okay, so basically just a way to... I guess we'll take it. Planting guide for if we'd ever see spring in the game. Which...
This'll come in handy.
We'll take the whetstone, that will be handy once... Well, it's handy for the hatchet right now. But if we can find a knife, that'll make it even more so. Okay, so we'll head up this way, see what we can find. Oh, first aid kit's always a good little find. Painkillers. More accelerant, which already restocks us from what we used, so... No pry bar. So we can't get into any of those. Alright, be careful across this area. Oh! Stay on target. Detailed guide hunting with bows. So we'll definitely take that, because I'd like to get us a bow in time. Matches, nothing else really. We'll take the dog food just because... I mean, it's not the most pleasant thing to really have and use, but... It wouldn't hurt to keep with a bit of emergency stock. Nothing in there. Work gloves. They may be a bit warm though what we got right now. Crow feather. That was about it, eh? Okay. Well, we can at least see about getting those gloves on. Oh, no, actually... For the most part, it actually looks like we... And condition isn't really that bad. We do get a bit more extra warmth rating, even if everything else does kind of go down. So we'll probably put those on instead. And we've looked around the workbench here. Just want to crouch in case. But does not look like we got too lucky with the knife. Okay. I'm trying to think of where else we might be able to find like a hunting knife. I'm actually surprised that we haven't found a pry bar. Oh, although, let me take a look around the vehicle here. This might actually be a source I overlooked, so... Just add a little bit more fuel in there to keep that going. Simple tools, newsprint. Okay, nothing else there. let's take a good look in the cab, because this is... Nope. Surprisingly, you can find some neat little goodies in some of the vehicles you come across. Spray paint. A flare. Oh yeah, we must be carrying quite a bit now, because we got that. Yeah, we're just a little over. That's not bad. We can take away a little bit of the weight by just eating and getting that up. Yeah, so that brings us just under, which is good. The problem is, if you're listening, it sounds like we got a storm that has blown in, so that might make traveling a little more difficult. The good news, I think, is all I was really aiming for... Oh, what do we got here? Oh, okay, another whetstone. All I was really aiming to do was come here, find what we could, and then head back to the homestead. So at least the good news is that plan shouldn't really be, like, thrown out of whack or anything. We should be able to do that no problem still. It might just be a little harder trying to find the way back. And I'm also going to just have to let ourselves get fully warm, because if that storm has blown in like it sounds like, that'll definitely tank out our body temperature quickly. We're not very well dressed for the conditions. You know what? We'll add that as well, just to keep the heat off of us. Kind of surprised that's all there is for heat output, is 13 degrees. I doubt there's, yeah, never really any reason to... I guess just opening the hood is a way to mark if you've been into that vehicle more easily or not. Let me just take a look in case, because there were a few things that we found more tucked away. I think we've already taken our looks around, yeah. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's really going to be anything else here. I'm going to have to stay right by that fire if I want to keep warm. So how long does this have on it? 50 minutes? Let's add a... Yeah, if we get an hour, maybe what I'll do, because we've got a book with ourselves, maybe we can pass a bit of time reading that. Yeah, so you can see, there we go, that's what I wanted. Okay, so we've gotten ourselves completely warm, we spent an hour reading, so now we can head out and we can try making our way back to the homestead. This is where it's going to be interesting, because I do not quite... Yeah. This is where it's a problem. Okay, so target is over there. So I basically think it was... I'm going to have the revolver out just in case. I doubt there's anything else we'll encounter, but... I think if I follow this along, and I would recommend highly against what I'm doing, because this is an instant way to get yourself in very, very bad situations. I'm going to follow this because I'm pretty sure this is the direction that we came in from. So hopefully, as long as we stick on this path, we can kind of use the, I guess, the little mounds on the left and right as the sides of almost like a road. And should be able to follow this along to hopefully get back to the homestead. But, like, you can see to the temperature gauge, we have not been out very long, and we're already halfway down it. I don't want to run because we're already losing quite a bit of our stamina, or our... Getting pretty fatigued walking into the wind of this blizzard. But this is probably where the difficulty of Stalker is going to show itself more than the other modes, where it might be worse weather more often, and just getting yourself more of that starting footing is going to be really difficult.
Can't feel my hands.
Yeah, we're... Oh, actually, looks like our condition does improve. It's just very slow to improve. So we're going to have to really try to get back to the homestead fast. Yeah, I had a feeling we'd hit that. probably going to see condition really start dropping now.
Wait. I'm so cold and warming up again.
Yeah, I do not like the sound of that, because that is typical of a state of hypothermia. Paradoxical undressing, I believe it is, where the body is, for some reason, like just something gets haywire because of the extreme cold. The person suddenly feels extremely hot, and they try to get everything off themselves. So I do not like that little bit of detail they put in. Okay, trees to that side. Or at least going uphill. So I'm hoping... I really don't actually know where this road is taking us, which is very, very not good on my end. Oh boy, this is probably not very good. Because I do not remember a bridge very close to where we were set up. And yeah, map is not going to be useful here either. We are not in a good spot right now. And it's definitely all because of, like, that's one of the things I love about Long Dark, which, it might be screwing me right now, but it's one of the only games where you will really feel every decision you make has a huge impact on your survival. I don't even know where this is leading to, so I'm basically stuck following this until wherever we get to. Or we pass out and die in the snow. When condition is high enough, we may not encounter that, but again, I don't entirely know where we are. I thought I was following a way back to the Homestead, but this seems... Yeah, this does not take me anywhere near where I thought it might. Oh, actually, maybe it has. I can recognize these trees. Okay, so we are actually somewhere near the Homestead. I'm hoping we're going to see the Homestead kind of pop up through the blizzard in a moment or two. Like, these trees, you only find them around the Homestead. I guess it's like an orchard or something. But if you can find these... and you kind of followed them in towards their center, you should get closer. Hopefully closer. Oh, yeah, okay, we did get back here. We can get inside and just start recovering. I was not sure I was actually going to get back here because of, like, seeing the hill and all the trees. But it's good that we're back. Okay, let's see about just putting some of the stuff we found away. I didn't really find that much. You know what? We'll probably use the cabinet here, because we can store away a few things. Yeah, we'll store away one of the hatchets, a couple of the spray paints. I'll even put the arrows away, because we won't be able to use those for a while. No point keeping the whetstones on us. I'll even put away one of the rifle kits. And, okay. Now, scrap metal I can take down to the... Yeah, I'll take that downstairs to the basement. Keep our crafting stuff with the workbench there. I also do want to keep a little lookout, just in case I was a little quick and I missed the hunting knife that might be here. Like, I think they can spawn in a number of areas, so there's not really anywhere I could say to try going towards. We'll put the scrap metal, the cured leather in, the dusting sulfur, and the crow feather. Keep that with us there. everything else, that's probably about it. We've searched those. You know what? I'm going to break that down, just so we have some wood for the fireplace upstairs. And thankfully we have our hypothermia risk healed. I'll just break down this one too. There are some rare times when you break down objects, you might actually find something was inside them. Yeah, nothing else really here. So we'll head back upstairs. Get all this reclaimed wood by the fireplace. This is... I'm pretty sure this is back into the house. I think the other way was the cellar doors. Yeah, okay. Still inside. So let's just drop all of the wood we got. There we go. And let me take a look at how we're sitting for... Okay, searched all the cabinets. Okay, need a hacksaw to break down the toaster, but... Just looking in case there was anything else I missed looking into or grabbing. However, looks like that's about it. Okay, okay. So we're mostly good on water. We do have maple syrup, so we got a little bit of food stocked up. Not a lot. It's at least a little bit. We've taken the water out of there. Okay, I'm going to head upstairs, just do another little look around. In case I might have overlooked something again. With the storm blowing, there's not really much we can do. I can hear something rattling pretty good, though. Cardboard box, plastic container. Anything under the bed? No, does not look like it. Okay. Been through there, been through that. Been through there. I can only break down the table. Anything under this bed? Does not look like it. Yeah, okay, so we really have cleaned this area out for looking. Oh. Oh, no, I did take the water from that one, too. Yeah, I definitely cleared this out. Okay. So food and water aren't bad right now. The only thing I can really think of doing is actually... Might as well put these two sort of together. I'm going to sit right there. Okay, you know what? We'll do just a couple of hours researching. This lets our temperature get all the way up. It sounds like it's pretty quiet now. Okay, so I'm just going to grab ourselves a bit of food from the fridge, and then we'll probably look at just turning in. So let's just take a liter of water, should be enough. We'll take the syrup, and maybe the sardines.
I need to find a place to rest.
Yeah, we're going to turn in just a moment. Okay, so we'll have that. Is that going to be the full liter? Not quite. Okay, so that's one thing you can kind of rely on is a liter of water will do you very good for quite a while. The sardines first. Then we'll probably have that after our sleep. So let's say... You know, I'm going to be conservative. I'm just going to try for 6 hours. Oh, excuse me. Sounds like there might be another storm blowing around. Okay, I still can't really see that much. So now I'm just going to have the maple syrup. Then have the drink of water, and then we'll sleep for... Probably aim for, I'd say, 3. I'm hoping that'll be Oh, there's the bedroll. Okay, yeah, we'll try sleeping for 3 hours. I'm hoping with that rest, we will be more towards daylight, and we can actually see. And I cannot see anything. Okay, it should be coming over the horizon soon, though, so maybe I'm going to try just heading outside, and then we'll see what it looks like. Actually, because timing is pretty good, so we'll actually leave this episode of Long Dark right here. So this is our 3rd episode into our Stalker difficulty. So far, again, aside from not having the knife, very good standing right now. I did make that sort of mistake of trying to go out in Blizzard, get back here. I had just luck that paid off for me. But in the meantime, thank you all very much for joining me. If you do like the series, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, tricks, anything whatsoever, be sure to leave them in the comments right down below. Until I see you all next episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.